So, my reasoning on the National DNA Database for staying open is that it helps people get proven either guilty or innocent in a criminal case. It can rule out suspects. It can identify a repeat offender. If someone gets in trouble that's been in trouble before, they're going to raise flags that they need to investigate this person a little better than they would someone else that's been a first. Also, I believe it will help with code cases. There is so many code cases out there that rely on the DNA database to convict somebody. Maybe the only thing that they got left, or the only thing that holds the case together, is a DNA sample that they found. So if later on in the years they finally find a match in the system or someone DNA gets registered into the system, it flags to the police or investigators that, hey, this DNA is in the system now. We can go find them and question them about this incident and hopefully close the case. Also, we have people out there that have been adopted or lost their family or would want to know what all family they got out there. If we didn't have the National DNA Database, we couldn't figure that out. I have a friend, her husband was adopted and never knew any of his relatives growing up, even into their relationship, never. She paid to have his DNA sent, and he found his family, his biological family. He found them and is now connected with them and visits them and sees them. If we didn't have the National DNA Base that was open for that, that wouldn't have happened for my friend's husband. So I feel like, yes, this needs to be open. It helps the police. It helps us. I have family in Germany. I've never met before, but I could easily, if I wanted to, reach out and pay to do my DNA testing and find out where they are and who they are and be able to talk to them and have a relationship with them. Because my grandmother is German and came from overseas many years ago. Also, people can use it for medical reasons. I mean, if no one donated their DNA to the database, how does people find out all the things that we know about DNA? All the diseases, all the chromosome issues. My daughter had a very rare chromosome case. It was called trisomy 13. She had an extra 13th chromosome. If DNA had never been supplied, we could have never knew what was wrong with my daughter. She didn't make it, but at least we knew reasons why. And we knew that it was, thankfully, a fluke. A one out of so many. I think it was 50,000. 1 out of 50,000 cases of DNA of pregnancies. So, if no one donated the DNA to study, then we wouldn't have that. No one wouldn't know the statistics of cases of how often it could happen. Also, you won't get your DNA collected unless you volunteer or if you get in trouble. So why is it such a big deal with privacy issues? Because no one can get it unless you pay and ask for your own DNA, like the genealogies and your ancestry stuff. That's the only DNA you're going to get is your family's. And other than that, it's if you're in trouble, and police have to have a warrant to get that information. So what is the big deal with it being staying open? It helps so many people in so many ways. Thank you.